Hello to my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Geminis. Happy full moon to everybody. So, if you are wondering if the portal for 7/7 is open, if it's still open, yes, it is open until 7/11. It is still open. All right. So, energetically speaking, the portal is still open. Portals are energy windows, not a single day event. So even though 7/7 is that's the peak, you know, but they are energy windows, and so you can think about like 3 days prior to it, maybe a couple of days after, but from like the 4th through the 11th. So you may be still integrating downloads, upgrades, or intuitive messages around this time, and so it's overlapping with this full moon that we have in Capricorn. Full harvest moon in Capricorn, and you're setting some new traditions, you're enforcing boundaries, all those wonderful things. Just getting real serious about this full moon. So we also have two planets that are currently retrograde. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, coming back, welcome back, welcome back. So some of the things that you all can do um, during this full moon slash portal still being open into the 11th. You can journal, what truth are you awakening to? Basically, just kind of in a nutshell, like what generational cycle chain or curse are you assigned to break? And you're going to pray about that to find out. So it doesn't feel like, okay, am I dreaming? Am I supposed to break this one or that one? Like what? You're not confused. You're getting clarity from source through prayer. What am I supposed to break? What generational cycle chain or curse am I supposed to break specifically? Second thing you can do is meditate or visualize stepping through a radiant doorway. Third one is set or refine your intentions. Um, Fourth one would be, do energy clearing or spiritual protection work. Another one could be listen closely to signs, synchronicities, and repeating number patterns, right? So anything, bottom line is that you don't want to rush into anything. You want to just really, really slow down and take your time and think about it, okay? Let's get into it, Gemini. Let's go. You'll are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is a communication planet. So find out what your moon sign is. Um, and that can also help you as well. Find out what your moon sign is. It can help you as well. So new and exciting love awaits for you. Okay. New and exciting love awaits for you. I love this. Okay. All right. So that's going to be very nurturing for somebody's spirit, especially knowing what your love language is, right? So find out what your moon sign is. It's just as important as your sun sign. This is a general reading. So take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, queenamunra.com. And we're going to have a lot more information going up on the my knowledge channel as well. I'll make sure that link is below in the description as well. So lots and lots of information out there. Let's do it. See what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, something your money is growing. I'm seeing financial independence and energy. We're trying to and so sources said stop talking about your financial independence. There it is, right there. Stop talking about how you're growing your money because energies were definitely trying to stop it. Energies were trying to stop it. That's at number 9. You were trying to create, and so something was overwhelming for you. Yeah, what people believed about you. That was overwhelming. Like there were some people dark wolf energy, light wolf energy, but people were split into what they believed, right? And so some people started practicing dark moon magic to take your financial independence away from you all. So say stop talking. You all are ruled by Mercury, the communication planet, and we're going to have Mercury is going to be retrograde in Leo. And so saying it's foolish to talk to energies who are trying to be enlightened about your financial situation. And all they want to do, like I said before, you could have been dealing with somebody who is a Leo moon energy, right? See this yellow right here, who thought you were a fool, right? Virgo could be of significance to somebody. Somebody who in some part of your generational bloodline who may have thought that you were a fool, but secretly a part of your bloodline, but also in secret doing something in secret behind your back without you even knowing it, right? Working with maybe a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius rules 9th house, who thought that you were just going to be some kind of a fool, that you would never know that these energies were secretly talking, linking up, doing something to, get you stop your financial independence, right? Here's a 7 of swords here behind your back. doing something very low vibrational, assassinating your character behind your back. See this number 7? 7 is the justice card. Speaking to the law about you behind your back, secretly doing something behind your back. But it was exposed for you all during a full moon. Something was exposed. A secret has been exposed. That these energies thought that you were a complete fool. Something about how they communicate over the phone with you. Something was exposed. Yeah. And that's now it's time to cut them off. Now it's time for you to cut them off because these energies wanted you locked up or in prison or jail or something, but something about either them or a loved one, that's what you know about them. That either they've spent some time, something about a Scorpio having to do something. Somebody has some kind of a relationship with possibly a Scorpio. Somebody wanted you out of here. You and somebody out of here. They wanted to do a swap. They were like, basically, we'll swap our lives for your life. So whether they were swapping your life for their kids' life, basically saying, you know, give us some information about Gemini. We'll swap our kids. Like if they had somebody that was incarcerated or something, we'll swap Gemini's child for theirs to get their child out of jail, put yours in jail. That's why when people are looking at money situations and they looking at, okay, what do you know about Gemini's kids, right? We'll get them put behind bars. Something was overwhelming for you all because whoever this Sagittarius is and whoever this Virgo or Leo, or Pisces or whatever it is, so to say, your because remember the Eight of Swords connects us with Gemini. This worked to your benefit. Once people start almost talking down to you, Gemini is a zodiac sign that does not like to be talked down to, right? That was your indicator right there, Gemini. These are people who said that they loved you or liked you or friends with you or family or whatever. Once they start talking down to you, that's when you know they were up to something. That's going to be a click right there from now on. It's going to go off in your brains. That's going to say, oh my God, what are they up to? What are they up to? Because basically these energies are looking for a reason to say, okay, I need to do some kind of swap. I need to do some kind of, I'm in trouble. I need to do some kind of swap. Either them or a family members in trouble. I need to do some kind of swap. Who can I swap my life for? They did something in secret and they were so overwhelmed. Who can I swap? They made an impulsive decision to swap with you. Yeah. Behind your back. Somebody was definitely trying to put you and somebody else in jail or some kind of restriction, some kind of, mental hospital or whatever over around money because they did something. Either them or their kids did something behind your back. So source is saying because of your financial independence, but here's the thing about your financial independence. One thing, you're not a fool, right? And then two, once they start talking about you, whoever these energies are, this is why you can keep your vibrations high because you're not a fool. Once you started separating yourself from these energies and these energies talking about you're on a high horse, you had a feeling about something. Because at a crossroad, you were at a crossroad, right? Something about a railroad station, like a train station or something like this. Once you like let somebody off at a train station or like a railroad or something like that, something clicked for you. Like, okay, something is up with somebody. This number 7. They got some kind of secret going on. Some kind of secret. They doing something sneaky. They doing something sneaky. You had a feeling because this is the I feel sign. You had some kind of something somebody was sneakily doing. You were talking to somebody, a loved one. It could have been your child or whatever. You may have dropped them off at a train station or whatever. When you start going back through your mind and you start thinking, okay, they were up to something. They were speaking with some kind of law enforcement or something they were doing. So somebody is now realized because they were overwhelmed, something they were getting into around money, trying to be financially independent. Whoever they were hanging out with, friends, whatever. Yeah. You had a guardian angel. And not only that, Not only did you have a guardian angel because of something they said, but source is saying because you're doing the right thing, because your financial independence came as because of doing hard work, legit hard work, and these energies are out here running with the wrong crowd. They were hanging with a dark group of energies, right? Dark spirits, spirited in. That's why I keep telling my collective community that tunes into my channel, like, listen, y'all, do not be out here practicing dark magic. Get away from practicing dark magic because it's a frequency. It is literally a frequency. Then next thing you know, people are gonna be like, well, we're gonna be meeting out at here at such and such. We're gonna be meeting in the woods at such and such midnight. We're gonna be doing this and that. Okay. It's a particular frequency. You want to stay enlightened about things, stay away from that, and tell your kids, stay away from that kind of stuff. Stay away from that dark energy. So something has come to light. Something has come to light. One, you're extremely successful, and people are starting to see, well, wait a minute, Gemini is really successful. Like, they not out here, acting like the Pink Panther out here, tiptoeing through, out here at night with weapons in their hand. Like, people lied and said all of this stuff. So anyway, source is saying you're moving on. You're moving on. Yeah, here's the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're being conservative with your time. You're getting more structured and everything. Here's the thing when I'm reading cards. So Eight of Pentacles lets me know these energies did not care that you work probably more than 8 hours a day. That's probably more than 8 hours. Then we got seven of Pentacles here. You planted a seed, you watered the seed, you spoke to the seed, you spoke life over the seed, whatever it is, you prayed over whatever it is, how you make your money, your job, whatever, and that thing grew out of the soil. Then you have Six of Pentacles here. You funded something with your own money that you worked hard for, right? Then you got Five of Pentacles. You did this behind closed doors, even when people assume you were doing something else behind closed doors, and you were conservative with your money. So when people start lying about you, guess what? There's two sides of that, right? People not only start looking at you, they also start looking at them. People start saying that you were successful. So when people start lying on you, so it's like, just keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. You have new and exciting love awaiting for you. Keep your vibrations high. You are not a fool. If they thought your name was Boo Boo the Fool, they need to think again. This is family members doing this. And then you number 9 in the situation. They wanted 15 minutes of fame. That's all they wanted. They wanted 15 minutes of fame. So I'm telling y'all, keep your vibrations high. This is a whole new tradition. I'm telling you, stop talking about your money. That is the generational curse, chain, and cycle that you're breaking. Pray about it. Ask source specifically what your assignment is. Yeah. Ask source specifically what your assignment is. Ask source specifically. Source wants y'all to stop talking about your money. Here's the Ace of Cups here. You're creating something new here. Source says stop talking about your money. It's going to be different for every zodiac sign, whatever the leading card is. But if it's foolish to even talk about your money, you driving up in a new this and that around certain people, these family members, apparently, and they got an issue with it. Oh, look. Y'all know, I try to be funny, Gemini. Oh, listen, it could be a rental car. Certain family, looky. Somebody must have a money tree in their backyard. And it could be a rental, right? So yeah, here we have, Seven of Pentacles here. So anyway, so 4 and 7 is 11. And so 11 is like, this is where you're being called up from the master teacher, which is source, right? And you're saying whenever you're allowing energies into your home and you want to protect your energy, whenever you're allowing energies into spiritually protect and physically protect your home, but whenever you're allowing energies into your home, Be very mindful, even with your kids or your spouse or whatever. Just be very mindful and just telling people, like, be careful, because if you're financially independent, people are looking around like, okay, this person is rich. Like this, they got that, they got so and so and so and so. So apparently, it could look like somebody, loved one, could have been running with the wrong pack of people, wrong group of energies, who was plotting and planning. Right. So source is saying, creating a bunch of distractions. Yeah, dark magician energies. So again, so you initiated some kind of change. You initiated some kind of change. So anyway, here we have new and exciting love. So you just cut something off. You cut somebody off financially, and that was probably and that's probably what saved their life. Whoever this is, energy is, you cutting somebody off financially probably saved their life, because they were definitely hanging around some dark entities who was overwhelming them around about money. So I don't know who you are, what kind of money you have. That's none of my business. But keep it to yourself, because these energies, these entities. So now you'll be able to move on quietly, with your life. But yeah, here we have the Queen of Swords here. So I see, and somebody was kind of fanning the flames with all of this, as far as your, instigating, making things worse, right? But source is saying to you, looking at your cards here, um, you are sitting on your throne, as you're moving forward. And yeah, there's a difference between vibrating high, encouraging and inspiring people, that they too, they have purpose too. Because everybody's breaking a generational cycle, changing curse. And I see that's the frequency that you're on. You're not fanning flames and being messy. I see, and I don't see you gossiping. I see you, whoever you are, being very high vibrational, encouraging people to adjust their crown, seeing what you have in common. Um, um, Not like it's a competition, like somebody's grandstanding, want to be on stage, knocking everybody else off the stage. It's just got to be me in the center of attention. I got to, divide everybody else, and they look at me kind of energy. Just got to create something. So I'm looking at your cards here. So you're baiting people into mess. I mean, So when you think back, now when you look back, when you look back on something, some of you all are going to start remembering, now that I'm seeing you being victorious, is how people baited you into conversations around money. Like somebody gonna start thinking, okay, why were they asking you about this? Like, how many streams of income you're making? Like you're now making a connection. Like they're asking you certain questions about, you know, how you make your money, and like maybe who you're talking to, or like if you're on social media, who you watching on social media, that kind of thing, right? You're making a connection, who's related to whom. Is a Knight of Pentacles, and it all comes back to, again, you worked hard for it. They're all part of the same family, all part of the same family. Somebody you could have been married to, or in a partnership in business with, they were all part of the same family, trying to play you for a fool. Dark magician energy, practicing dark magic. So here's the Three of Cups. Something is now behind you. Um, um, yeah, you tapped into source. You tapped into source. Somebody started praying about something and tapped into source. So good for you. Good to you. These energies thought that they had your back against a wall for whatever reason, and you just went right in. You started praying. You went to tap into source, and source told you what to do. That's the living water. That's your moon sign, by the way. To find out what your moon sign is, it's gonna be different for probably a lot of people. Somebody's amongst incubi and succubi, so just pray for them. Whoever this is who tried to make you look like a fool, your well of joy is within you. Yeah, toss something into a burning bowl. Yeah. So somebody was trying to get you boxed in. Here we have your ancestors are proud of you. Root chakra cleanse. Yeah, you're pulling something up at the root, but she apologizes for betraying you. Whoever I don't know who she is. You're going to have to pray about that. But somebody apologizes for betraying you. These are the type of energies, looking at your cards here, like I said before, um, who, whoever this is, since the judgment card is retrograde right now, who decided to judge you. If this is somebody that you didn't really get a chance to know, who judged you before they even got a chance to know you. Yeah. So yeah, looking at your cards here. Where's the card? Six of Swords. Yeah. Judged you before you even got a chance to know you. So that's where the apology is coming from. Here's the root chakra cleanse. Yeah. Looks like here, yeah, you sent some kind of spell work back. You sent some kind of spell work back. Yep, you met something. That's what the term kill something with kindness. Somebody thought that it doesn't matter what they thought. Anyway, you have the gift of precognition. This is foreknowledge. Your laughter is medicine. Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. So anyway, your ancestors have a message for you, and you're healing from the pain that they caused. So that's the message. Yeah. This energy has caused you a lot of pain, judging you, whoever they are, practicing all this dark magic and planning your energy and all of this other stuff. Rise above this, for real. Stop telling people about your financial independence. Um, you could have thought, because as an air sign, you were sharing and you were trying to pour into and help people, with their financial independence, just trying to make a connection with all, which is all air signs. That's you, Libra, Aquarius. But nah, some energies, they're not trying to hear that. Somebody saw you as competition. They just wanted to be the center of attention on stage. They just like in it to win it. Like it was a competition. Like it's this energy baited you into. They play some kind of role in baiting you into something for your financial independence. Like it was like there's only one human being on planet Earth that can be financially independent. That should be a forever no. Clear your energy field. That should be a forever no. So break that generational cycle chain and curse of telling people about your financial independence, especially if you don't know them. Stop talking about your money, your material possessions. Somebody came right in and acted like a teenager and saw you as competition. Like, what is that about? So that is what I have for you. You have new and exciting love coming across your path, and that's nice. So congratulations to somebody. Maybe that's something that you pray for too. Keep that off of social media. Keep it off the net, child. Keep it off the internet. Keep it off of social media. Somebody is also getting married too. Keep all of that stuff off of social media, for real. Give it some time to grow. Like, give it some time to grow. Keep your business off of social media. Keep, if you're financially independent, keep that off. Keep just 17. I am independent. So the quality of work that you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. So whoever this energy is, or energies, it could be plural, right? You could have been good friends. You may have been good friends with this energy, whoever this energy is. I don't know who they competing. This is something within them. This has nothing to do with you. That's what you're seeing something from a higher. This is a temperance card. They're dealing with something else within them. This is a temperance card. They have a divisive spirit. So people, like, they have this very competitive spirit. They don't know when to turn it off. They don't know when to turn it off. It's a toxic masculine trait that they have. They don't know when to turn it off. So with your energy here, this is how you're able to make the connection. you would have been right down there clapping and cheering them on. That's your heart right here. You would have been one of these people right here clapping and cheering them on if they wanted to be on center stage. That would have been that would have been you. Because they have been that one that's been clapping and cheering you on stage. There's certain type of people they can't be happy for people unless it's they taking up it's yeah. So here we have the King of Swords here. Yeah, and somebody is very aware of these types of spirits. So somebody is very aware of these types of spirits. So like I said, you're fine. Yeah, something has been somebody is fighting on your behalf. Somebody is already fighting on your behalf. So you're good. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, it's two of them. Two of them. As long as whoever these energies are, as long as you levels below them, they fine. As long as they can be condescending. That's the word I was looking for earlier. As long as they can be condescending to you with in terms of their education, how much money they have, their family is doing better. They can talk about this and that with their parents. As long as they're condescending, and whoever you are tuned in, they actually look like you. So this is not a different race. Whoever, whether you black or white, they the same race as you, right? Source is saying for you, but for them, they have to have some reason to look down on you because those are the type of people that they hang around. They feel like people look down on them. They got to find somebody to look down on. The source is saying to you, just like this black and white horse here, that's something they need to balance out within themselves. That has nothing to do with you. Just move right on out of their way. So look at the bigger picture here. Yeah, look at the bigger picture here. So you're whoever you are, you're whole and complete. They look for people who they feel like they got to be the better half of the whoever, right? The better half of the friend, better half of the whoever, So it's just saying to you, this is not a whoever this is, whoever I'm talking to. This is not a white person thinking that they better than black people. This is a black person thinking that they better than another black person, or you a white person, a white person thinking that they're better than another white person. So we're crystal clear. Something in them feels like they're better than you are, even though y'all look alike, like y'all the same race or maybe same culture. Something y'all same on the outer shell. Something in them believes they're better than you are. So there it is. And so they cause you an enormous amount of pain because of that. So if you're black and they're lighter and you're darker, they feel like they're better to some degree, or they have more, or or they're darker and you're lighter. They think that they're better. In some way, it could go either way. Or you have less education than them. They feel like they're better. Anything they feel like they justified in what they did and causing you some kind of pain. They feel like they justify in causing you some kind of pain. The source is like, you're just grateful that something is behind you. So this is somebody that you consider as family, but that is going to be a no. You will cut them clean off with the quickness. That is what I have for you, so you can continue vibing high. So yeah, you're doing something very different in terms of how you're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. You're marching to the beat of your own drum. You're getting a piece of amethyst. Looking at this amethyst here, you're the one that's initiating something. You're initiating some kind of change. I love this. New and exciting love awaits. So congratulations to you. That's what I have for you. Bye.